To these fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers. On site, I give you the green light.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, it's Bo Nix. He's been sensational as he leads.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Hill. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. On fourth down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker on to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. Good for a Denver first down. To throw is Nix. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Broncos.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off he goes.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Nix to throw. This one taken in by Chenault. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll throw. It's Nix. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Hubbard. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Well, after the failures of the 1st and 2nd down, you got to look now at your 3rd down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! LaVisca Chenault. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. Whoa. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Sanders. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Sanders. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's got it inside the 5. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did. It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Nix now to throw it here on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there.
And he will get into the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And this one is blocked. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. Give him 14 on that play, 1 first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Go.
Throwing is Nix. Now he takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the...
And he'll take it on in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Here's a screen now for Sanders. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
They run out of the gun with Sanders. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
They'll go play action with Nix. Throw across his body is complete. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Hubbard. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On the jump.
2nd and 11.
19. Let's go. 19 Lions. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing, Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Davis now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense and the veteran Miles Sanders ready for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now he'll run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On comes the punter now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense and their... They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cup 19, Cup 19. Mustang 19. Hup.
Back to throw is Nix. He's going to keep it himself. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Nix now on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. A 1st down throw for Nix. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. On first down, here's Nix to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. He runs with it.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing now from the gun. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in! Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Broncos are going to extend their lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it up. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again with Hubbard. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Broncos. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Go! Go, Jack! Go, Jack! Hut, hut.
A run with Hubbard. Room to run past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Another run here with Hubbard. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And he's going to get into the end zone. The fake spike works for a touchdown. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense ready for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Sanders. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. Back to throw. There is his tight end, Disley.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebacker.
And he's into the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown Chargers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The Broncos offense getting... Set to go now on 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Nix to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos tack on one more to their lead. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Sanders. And he'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. On the give, it's Hubbard. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Shaheed in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good, but see if he can get the turnaround going here. He'll start this drive with 1st down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense. They're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The speed on display. He's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. The Broncos stretch things out even further. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Davis now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He connects with Disley. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set.
He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And we'll give you a look at some of the highlights. He's had a number of them over that magic mark, over 100 yards on the ground, including a rushing touchdown. He has been a handful for the defense right throughout.
On the set.
1st and 10.
Shot alert, shot alert. Come on, set. Hut.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Go.
2nd down and 3.
Set, go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 8-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Bring it. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They'll throw out of the gun. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Sack.
Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up
2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Mark him at the 29. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense.
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.